in the quiet moments of life, when the noise of the world softens and the heart begins to listen. Wisdom has a way of rising gently, like the morning sun over a familiar horizon. And it is in these moments that many elders discover something profoundly important. That strength is not lost with age. It is refined. Patience is not weakness. It is mastery, and time itself becomes a teacher rather than an enemy. Because every step taken, every challenge endured, and every joy remembered forms a story worth honoring. And as the years pass, the body may move more slowly, but the spirit gains a deeper understanding of balance, resilience, and grace, teaching us that life was never meant to be rushed, but rather experienced fully, deliberately, and with appreciation for the present moment, where breath meets awareness and memory meets meaning. And this understanding allows older souls to move through the world with quiet confidence, knowing that every season serves its purpose, that growth does not end with youth, and that the later chapters of life often hold the most valuable lessons, especially when it comes to caring for the body that has carried us faithfully through decades of living, loving, working, and enduring. Because the body remembers everything. It remembers the long days and short nights, the burdens lifted and the paths walked, the times we stood tall and the times we bent without breaking. And while it may ask for gentler treatment now, it still responds beautifully to care, movement, and respect, reminding us that health after 60 is not about reclaiming youth, but about preserving independence, dignity, and vitality. And this is why cultures that honor aging, such as those rooted in patience and tradition, often emphasize daily movement, mindful habits, and harmony between effort and rest, understanding that the goal is not to overpower the body, but to support it, nourish it, and move with it rather than against it. Because strength gained slowly lasts longer, balance cultivated gently prevents falls both physical and emotional. And consistency, even in small actions, has the power to transform how we feel, how we move, and how we live, especially when those actions are rooted in awareness, such as rising from a chair with intention rather than force, placing the feet on the ground with care, standing tall without tension, and breathing fully into the space we occupy, which reminds us that the legs are more than muscles and bones. They are pillars of freedom, carrying us toward independence or away from it depending on how we treat them. And when elders nurture leg strength through steady, thoughtful movement, they are not merely exercising, they are protecting their ability to walk unassisted, to enjoy nature, to visit loved ones, to remain self-reliant, and to face each day without fear of falling or pain. And this perspective shifts exercise from a chore into a form of gratitude, a quiet acknowledgement that the body deserves attention not because it is failing, but because it has served so well. And when movement is approached with this mindset, it becomes sustainable, enjoyable, and deeply empowering, especially when practiced in silence or with gentle guidance, allowing the mind to settle while the body awakens. Because aging well is not about denial or resistance. It is about adaptation, about learning how to move differently but not less, how to strengthen without strain, and how to listen carefully to the signals the body sends, honoring fatigue without surrendering to it, embracing rest without becoming sedentary, and finding joy in progress that may be invisible to others but meaningful to the self, such as standing a few seconds longer on one leg, walking a little farther without discomfort, or rising from the floor with greater ease. And these small victories accumulate quietly, reshaping confidence from within, reminding us that independence is built one mindful movement at a time. And as elders learn to trust their bodies again, fear diminishes, posture improves, circulation increases, and the mind grows calmer. Because movement is not only physical, it is emotional and neurological, stimulating the brain, improving mood, and reinforcing the connection between intention and action, which is why gentle leg strengthening practices can restore not just mobility but self-belief, reminding older adults that they are still capable of growth, adaptation, and improvement, regardless of age, because the human body, when treated with respect and consistency, continues to respond even in later years. And this truth offers profound comfort, especially in a world that often equates aging with decline. Forgetting that experience brings wisdom, slowness brings awareness, and simplicity brings sustainability. And when elders choose to move daily, even briefly, they send a powerful message to themselves, that they are still engaged with life, still participating, still choosing strength over surrender. And this choice shapes not only physical outcomes but emotional resilience, reinforcing a sense of purpose and presence that enriches every day. Because movement anchors us in the present, reminding us that we are here, we are capable, and we are still becoming. And this mindset transforms aging from something to fear into something to navigate with grace, curiosity, and self-compassion, especially when the focus shifts from comparison to personal progress, understanding that each body has its own rhythm, history, and needs, and that honoring these differences is the foundation of sustainable health. And as elders embrace routines that support leg strength, balance, and mobility, they also cultivate patience, mindfulness, and respect for the natural pace of change, which reduces stress and invites calm, creating a harmonious relationship between body and mind that enhances overall well-being. And this harmony is what allows many older individuals to move through life with quiet confidence, knowing that while youth may fade, capability does not have to, independence does not have to, and dignity certainly does not have to, because strength is not measured by speed or power alone, but by stability, control, and consistency, qualities that often improve with age when nurtured intentionally. And this understanding reframes health after 60 as a journey of refinement rather than recovery, where every mindful step taken today protects freedom tomorrow, every moment of balance practiced today reduces fear tomorrow, and every breath taken with awareness reinforces presence and peace. And in this way, daily movement becomes a ritual of self-respect, a quiet promise made to oneself to continue living fully, intentionally, and independently. And as the days pass and the seasons change, those who move with care discover that aging can be accompanied by strength, clarity, and calm, that the body can remain a trusted companion rather than a source of anxiety, and that life after 60, when lived mindfully, can be rich, stable, and deeply fulfilling, offering not only longevity but quality, not only years but wisdom, and not only survival but grace. And it is this message that echoes softly yet powerfully through the experiences of elders who choose movement, awareness, and consistency over fear, resignation, and inactivity, reminding us all that it is never too late to strengthen what supports us, to protect what carries us, and to honor the body that has brought us this far, because the quiet power of steady legs, calm breath, and mindful presence is not merely physical. It is a testament to resilience, self-respect, and the enduring human capacity to grow stronger, wiser, and more grounded with time.